In the annals of history, pirates have long been branded as villains of the high seas. But what if the stories you've heard, the tales etched in ink, and the legends whispered in the darkest corners are not the whole truth? Today, we embark on a journey into the shadowy realm of piracy, a world where heroes and villains wear the same tattered clothes, and where the line between fact and fiction blurs like a distant shoreline in the sea storm. Join us as we uncover the untold stories of those who defied the tides of history, where legends are forged in a crucible of controversy and mystery. This is a tale of pirate heroes and villains like you've never heard before, where the only certainty is the uncertainty of the high seas. In the chronicles of the world, pirates have been cast as the villains of the briny abyss, a simplistic tale told in ink and parchment. But, dear viewer, what if the shadows concealed secrets far more chilling? Today, we invite you to descend into the abyssal depths of history, an abyss where distinction between hero and villain is as murky as the unfathomable depths of the ocean. This is not a mere recounting of facts, but a forbidden journey into the realm where the truths are written in blood and shadows. Join us as we unveil the eldritch tales of those who dared challenge the cosmic order of the pirate world, legends etched in spectacular mysteries where the quill is but a conjurer's wand, and the only certainty is the looming dread that lurks beneath the waves. This is the chronicles of pirate heroes and villains, concealed in cryptic annals of time, where what you believe to be truth may be just distorted reflection in the eldritch waters of the cosmic seas. Some hail him as a scoundrel, a villainous specter who reveled in cruelty, his beard aflame with demonic fire. Yet others argue that beneath the fearsome facade lay a cunning strategist, a hero who struck fear into the hearts of the oppressed British Empire. On one side of the coin, some argue that Blackbeard was a hero in his own right, an avenger against the oppressive British Empire that sought to control the New World, his flag adorned with a horned skeleton spearing a heart, which was defiant emblem of resistance. Blackbeard's dealings with the citizens of Charleston Harbor bear the faint signatures of heroism. Please watch my video on Blackbeard's unknown tales. Rather than subjecting the town to a wanton destruction, he merely blocked it, capturing key figures for ransom, a calculated act perhaps, but it spared the town from greater harm. Delve deeper into the enigmatic world of pirate legends by subscribing to our channel, where every tide reveals new mysteries and thrilling tales. One cannot overlook the pirate's audacious acts of defiance against a powerful British Empire. His very flag, depicting the skeleton-pierced heart, was a rallying symbol for those who yearned for freedom. Through these fragments of history, the legend of Blackbeard takes on a certain luminescence, a flicker of heroism in the hearts of darkness. It's a testament to the enigmatic nature of the spectral pirate who refuses to be bound by a single judgment. In the fog of time, Blackbeard's remains a haunting enigma, a figure that both repels and intrigues, a shadowy specter whose heroic deeds, whether by design or accident, endure in the haunted corridors of maritime history. Yet, flip the coin and you glimpse the darkness that clung to his reputation. Blackbeard's very presence set shivers through the souls of sailors. His beard, bound in slow-burning fuses, turned his visage into that of a demon. Hero or villain, the debate persists, swaying like a ghostly pendulum. Some argue that his audacious acts, colonial rule, paint him as a champion of the downtrodden, while others view him as a ruthless scourge who reveled in chaos. And so, as the ghostly shroud of Blackbeard's legend unfurls, it leaves us with a question that echoes through time, a question with answers as elusive as the ocean's depths. The Blackbeard, a villain or a hero? The answer, like the whispers of a restless spirit, remains forever tangled in the fates of history. Will you see a hero who defied tyranny, or a villain who sowed terror across the seas? The choice, dear viewer, is yours to navigate as we journey through the fog-draped tales of maritime mystery. Born of a turbulent tides, the tempestuous dreams, Anne Bonny's early life was a prelude to the tumultuous journey that awaited her. She entered this world in the sweltering heat of the Caribbean, where the sea's salty breath mingled with the cries of gulls. It was a place of contradictions, where paradise coexisted with pandemonium, and destiny played its unpredictable hand. From her early years, Anne's spirit was as restless as the wind that stirred the palm fronds on those far-off shores. As the daughter of a wealthy plantation owner, her path was seemingly set, leading to the sedate life of a lady of leisure. But Anne had little regard for the confines of her birthright. Her heart yearned for the call of the open sea, not the stifling air of privilege. Share your thoughts on the heroes and villains of piracy in the comments below. Do you see heroes or villains? Let your voice be heard. Born in the merciless swells of the Caribbean, Anne Bonny's life at sea commenced as a tumultuous voyage. It was amidst the roving buccaneers of the West Indies that she discovered her destiny as a pirate, a fate sealed by her fierce conviction and her unwavering quest for adventure. In the chaos of piracy, tumultuous embrace, Anne Bonny's actions would eventually spark a heated debate: hero or villain? Her plundered treasures and ruthless exploits incited fear amongst those who crossed her path, while her fearless stance against the rigid constraints of her era portrayed her as a swashbuckling hero of rebellion. Anne Bonny's legacy, much like the shifting tides she sailed, harbors secrets that continue to mystify, allowing history to ponder her true nature: a relentless villain or an audacious champion of liberty. In the black heart of the midnight sea, Anne, fierce as a storm-tossed sea, Anne Bonny's personality was a temptress of contrast. With fire in her eyes and a dagger in her side, she embodied both the allure of the siren song and the fury of a hurricane. Her audacity was matched only by her ferocity in battle, as she wielded her cutlass with a prowess sent shivers down the spines of even the hardiest seafarers. The clashing of steel against steel and the gleam of her fierce, unyielding gaze left no room for doubt. Anne Bonny was a force of nature. Her fiery determination and her unwavering resolve earned her a place of respect among her fellow pirates, male and female alike. In a world where the strong survive, Anne Bonny's indomitable spirit set her on a course destined for both fame and infamy. Anne Bonny's The Enigmatic Siren of the High Seas continues to haunt our history narrative, swaying the hearts and minds of those who ponder her fate, some enamored by her audacious spirit, resistance against the restraints of her time, hail her as a fierce hero, a symbol of rebellion against the unjust world. Yet others, chilled by the accounts of her ruthless piracy and blood-soaked exploits, cast her as a villain, a dangerous and relentless marauder of the Caribbean. The truth, as ever with legends of the briny deep, remains a tantalizing enigma. In the end, whether Anne Bonny stands as a heroic liberator or a villainous scourge is a tale that each seeker of the unknown must decide for themselves, as the waves of history relentlessly wash over her mystique. In the dark annals of history, Bartholomew Roberts emerged as a spectral figure shrouded in mists of time. It is told that he was born in Pembrokeshire, Wales, a place that echoed with tales of ancient legends and whispered prophecies. From these ominous shores, he set forth on a perilous journey, his destiny interwoven with the cruel fates of pirate kings. Roberts came to piracy not as a reckless criminal, but as a man who navigated both the treacherous sea and the even more treacherous alliances of pirate brotherhood. With his strategic acumen and unyielding code of conduct, he unified ruthless buccaneers under one blood-red banner, a pirate captain without equal. Roberts boldly struck fear into the hearts of empires and their shipping fleets. Yet in the enigmatic realm of piracy, the lines between hero and villain became as murky as the depths of Davy Jones' locker. Some hailed Roberts as a champion of the disenfranchised, while others cast him as an unrepentant scourge upon the oceans. With his black flags billowing in the wind, Roberts beckoned history to question his legacy, leaving an indelible mark upon the sinuous tapestry of maritime lore. Bartholomew Roberts, a figure of great debate, danced upon the fine line between hero and villain. To some, he embodied the very essence of a romantic pirate captain. Fierce and unyielding in his quest for freedom, to others, his brutal raids and merciless nature painted a stark portrait of terror on the high seas. The true nature of Roberts remains a mystery, wrapped in the enigma of a maritime history, a puzzle for the curious to untangle and unveil the heart of complex soul cast adrift on the turbulent waters of his time. And so Bartholomew Roberts, the phantom captain, vanished into the night, leaving behind a legacy carved from the shadows of the sea. The debate continues to his day, echoing across the rolling waves, a question of heroism or villainy still unanswered, concealed in the vaults of history, awaiting the discerning gaze of those who dare peer into the abyss of maritime legend as we journey through the realms of piracy. The tale of Roberts remains a haunting cipher, a riddle of the deep. Now let us traverse the mist of time to Jean Lafitte, a shadowy figure who straddled the line between patriot and pirate during the tumultuous War of 1812. In the shadowy pages of history, we meet Jean Lafitte, a cunning and enigmatic figure whose name would become synonymous with mystery and intrigue. During the tumultuous War of 1812, clad in the attire of a swashbuckling adventurer, Lafitte played a role that blurred the lines between heroism and villainy. In the annals of maritime legends, in the moonlit waters of the Gulf of Mexico, Jean Lafitte emerged as a dual-natured character, part pirate, part privateer, with a hint of a roguish charm. He captained a motley crew of buccaneers, striking fear into the hearts of unsuspecting vessels. However, when the War of 1812 erupted, Lafitte found himself at a crossroads. His strategic cunning and skilled navigation made him a valuable asset to both America and British forces. While some hailed him as a patriot who aided the United States in defending New Orleans, others decried him as a criminal who had walked a fine line between piracy and loyalty. Lafitte's co-founding legacy remains a subject of debate, with history offering both heroic and villainous narratives, leaving us to ponder the mystery of his complex characters of intention. Yet in the hallowed halls of history, the enigmatic Jean Lafitte persists like a ghostly shadow on the pages. Some argue that his contribution in the Battle of New Orleans marked him as a hero. His cunning strategies and unrivaled knowledge of the terrain instrumental in the thwarting of the British. Mateys, like the treasure of the high seas, don't forget to like this video and spread the intrigue to fellow adventurers. Others, however, contend that the hand which once guided privateers and pirates cannot be cleansed by a single noble deed. Like the shifting sands of the Louisiana bayou, Lafitte's reputation remains as an enduring, enigmatic caught between the murky waters of heroism and the treacherous depths of villainy. Did he serve as a savior of New Orleans, or as a scoundrel who exploited chaos for the personal gain? The fog of his history conceals the truth. Born in the late 17th century, Mary Read's early life was shrouded in obscurity. Her mom disguised her as a boy to protect her. Her journey began as she moved through the streets of London, a clandestine existence that revealed her spirit of independence. The prospect of piracy beckoned, and under the black banner, Mary Read embarked on a life at sea, further concealing her identity. Mary Read's narrative takes a mesmerizing turn when she meets Anne Bonny, two fierce spirits. They formed an unparalleled partnership amidst the rugged world of piracy. Their collaboration wasn't merely a means of survival, it was a testament to their unwavering determination in a male-dominated world. Together they painted the seas with audacity, their names seared into the annals of history as the most notorious female pirates of their time. Mary Read's enigmatic existence traversed the realms of heroism and villainy, leaving a legacy fraught with contradictions. Her disguise as a man in order to navigate the treacherous waters of the pirate world was an act of survival that some might regard as a heroic endeavor. At sea, her adept marksmanship and fearless demeanor had an air of heroism as she fought alongside her fellow pirates, making her a formidable figure on the high seas. For more swashbuckling stories and explorations of history's shadowy waters, hit the notification bell so you can never miss an episode. As she disguised as a man to navigate the treacherous pirate world as a heroic actor for survival, but her ruthless plundering of merchant vessels depicted her as a villain in the eyes of those who fell victim to her actions. Her life straddled the fine line between the heroic and the villainous, leaving behind a complex and enigmatic legacy. As Mary Read's tale unfolds, the question of her identity as a hero or villain becomes a shrouded enigma, a shadowy figure adrift in the haunting realms of piracy. Be a mate and write a comment down below in Davy Jones area. Let us know what you think about today's tale and what tales ye be interested in as we sail forward. Born William Kidd, his path into piracy was surprisingly paved with good intentions. Originally commissioned as a privateer, his mission was to rid the sea of ruthless pirates, and he even sought royal approval. Captain Kidd's legacy remains shrouded in the enigmatic fog, while some argue that he was a victim of unjust accusations. Others emphasize the mounting evidence of his piratical deeds, the tales of his buried treasures serving as a tantalizing morsel for treasure hunters, fueling the idea of a hidden fortune yet to be discovered. This line of narratives turns Captain Kidd into a spectral figure in history whose true character is a mystery lost to the depths of sea. So, dear viewers, it falls to you to decide. Was Captain Kidd a misunderstood privateer or a malevolent pirate? In the annals of maritime lore, this bewildering twist in his life prompts the unsettling question: was Captain Kidd a hero or a villain of the high seas? Calico Jack Rackman, the very name invokes images of flamboyant and daring pirate. He began his maritime journey as a quartermaster under the pirate Charles Vane, a man known for his brutal tactics. Under Vane's tutelage, Rackman swiftly embraced the pirate life, adorning himself in distinctive calico-like attire that would make him unforgettable in the pages of history. Calico Jack Rackman's name is forever linked with two remarkable women of piracy, Anne Bonny and Mary Read. Together they formed a formidable trio, terrorizing the seas and earning their place among the most notorious pirates of their time. The daring exploits of these dynamic partnerships would send shockwaves through the world of piracy, with their adventures shrouded in both intrigue and infamy. Calico Jack's legacy is marked by the attire he wore, calico clothing that billowed like spectral sails in the moonlight. Many argue that his flamboyant appearance alone makes him an unforgettable hero of pirate lore. Yet others point to his notorious exploits as evidence of his villainous nature. His image, draped in vibrant fabrics, continues to haunt the realm of pirate legends. Some tell tales of his audacity and adventurous spirit, casting him as a hero who embarked the pirate's life to the fullest. Conversely, critics focus on his violent escapades, branding him a treacherous villain who left a trail of misfortune in his wake. The debate persists, and the image of his distinctive clothing endures, a symbol of the enigmatic boundary between pirate hero and villain. She, an enigmatic figure in the shadowy world of pirates, began her life as an orphan in the sprawling underworld of Canton's brothels. Her transformation from a girl destined for obscurity to a formidable pirate queen is nothing short of legendary. From the bustling shores of southern China to the vast expanses of the South China Sea, her rise to power was propelled by her unwavering resolve and cunning intellect. The image of her holding court, her gaze piercing the hearts of her subjects, is a testament to her commanding presence. Qi Shing's forged a pirate confederation, an alliance that rivaled the mightiest empires of her time, uniting under her strict code of conduct. Her ship sailed under a blood-red banner, a stark warning to all who dared to cross her path, with rules dictating fair division of loot and severe punishment for disobedience. Qi Shing's code of conduct maintained order and loyalty among her crew. The image of her overseeing this lawless fraternity, striking fear into those who saw her, embodies the power of her leadership. Qi Shing, feared by many and admired by some, embodies the complex nature of legend and piracy. Some hail her as a hero, a woman who defied social norms and built an empire on her terms. Others view her as a villain, a ruthless marauder who pillaged and plundered without remorse. The image of Qi Shi, with her blood-red flag billowing in the winds, reminds an enduring symbol of her legacy. Her powerful presence and fearsome reputation have sparked debates for centuries, and the question of whether she was a hero or a villain may never find a definite answer, shrouded in the mist of time like a pirate ship disappearing over the horizon. For more on Qi Shi, I have a video on her also. Please look into my list. You'll find it there. R. William Dampier was an English pirate who later transitioned into an explorer. His origins were as a sailor who found himself tempted by the allure of pirate life. Known for his contributions to navigation in his natural history, his path was as murky as the uncharted waters he sailed with some laud him as an explorer, others condemned his piratical past, leaving the debate between hero and villain open to interpretation. William Dampier's legacy is woven into an annals of the navigation and natural history. His meticulous observations of the natural world during his voyages enriched the understanding of various species and ecosystems. Simultaneously, his keen interest in navigation improved the accuracy of charts and maps, guiding sailors for generations to come. In the rocky cradle of Ireland's west coast, a tale of rebellion and piracy unfolds with a fiery matriarch at its heart. Grace O'Malley, born to a seafaring clan in the 16th century, Grace was destined to defy the tide. Her journey into piracy was spurred by the quest for justice, and English oppression weighed heavy on the Irish shores. Her indomitable spirit and cunning tactics set her on a course that would defy her legacy. As the restless spirit of an Irish rebellion stirred in the salty sea air, Grace O'Malley's leadership shone like the gleam of a cutlass at dawn. With a fleet of ships and the fierce loyalty of her crew, she waged relentless battles against the English rule that sought to smother her homeland. Her fortress on Clew Bay's rocky shores served as both sanctuary and a symbol of a testament to her defiance in the face of oppressive invaders. But in the shadowed annals of history, Grace O'Malley's legacy remains cloaked in ambiguity, as if veiled by the sea's mist that shroud the western shores. Some hail her as a valiant protector of Ireland, a symbol of resilience against foreign oppression. Others whisper tales of piracy and ruthless deeds, painting her as a cunning villain of the high seas, much like the uncharted waters of Atlantic herself. With blurred lines between heroism and villainy, her legend endures, a testament to the complex history of Ireland's tumultuous past. Join our crew and embark on further voyages through the annals of history and mystery. Subscribe and let's sail together into the uncharted territories of human adventure. Ladies and gentlemen, as we lower the curtain on this enigmatic saga of 10 intriguing pirate figures, we find ourselves immersed in the complex dance between heroism and villainy that shrouds these maritime legends. Each of these individuals, whether it be the ominous Blackbeard or the audacious Chin-Shi, has become a vessel through which our variegated hues of human nature have been explored. Their tales are a testament to the blurred lines of history where narratives shift like the shadows cast by moonlight upon the sea. Some may say that the legends surrounding these figures reveal them as an unsavory villains who sowed terror across the oceans, while others insist that they were swashbuckling heroes defending their own unique ideals. Their lives and actions paint a vivid canvas of adventure and moral ambiguity. And it is left to the viewer to traverse the tempestuous waters of history and arrive at their own judgment. After all, the legacy of pirates is a treasure trove of contradictions, where the distinction between hero and villain often vanishes into the mists. So, my dear viewers, as we bid adieu to this captivating chapter, remember that the quest to uncover the truth continues. The history of piracy, with all its heroes and villains, remains in an ever-rolling sea, promising uncharted adventures and boundless mysteries. Until our next voyage, may the winds of curiosity guide your way, and may you remain captivated by the tales of the high seas. Join our crew and embark on further voyages through the annals of history and mystery. Subscribe today, and let's sail together into the uncharted territories of human adventure.